what's happening at the last night at Rafah in Gaza. There was also a big Super Bowl event that happened last night, and Biden came up with his new picture with his red eyes. And if you go on all text, it says Dark Brandon. So can you tell our audience what's happening? Is there a connection here between the three?
Break down the Biden Super Bowl thing. Okay. So
Yeah.
to go on this is there is an internet conspiracy going on about the Kansas City Chiefs. Taylor Swift, mega superstar, is dating Travis Kelce, Hall of Fame or future Hall of Fame tight end. You know, Kelce's great. And they started dating. So any Taylor Swift is going to the games and she shows up and the NFL shows her and people get mad. Then, there's a whole thing because Taylor Swift had said, she's supporting Joe Biden because her fans are 14-year-old girls. I'm on the who cares thing. Travis Kelce has done advertisements for Pfizer, and Taylor Swift, allegedly her music is owned by George Soros. I heard that. I just like it. I'm not fact checking it because it's fun to think these things. So there's a fun conspiracy on the internet that the Democrats are rigging the Super Bowl for the Chiefs to push globalism, whatever. I like it. I'm a fan. And so from Darth Brandon, when Joe Biden tweeted out the laser eyes, we did it. That was making a joke that, haha, we did rig the Super Bowl. Like, okay. As a football fan who watched the game, the Niners got much more calls than the Chiefs. So sorry. But I do like the Chiefs once we could keep this conspiracy going. Now, that was the joke they put out. Now, there's lunatics who think everything is Palestine, who went and said, oh, this is Joe Biden, dunking on Palestinians because they're getting massacred in Rafah, right? If you talk to a Palestinian, it's always a genocide. It was a genocide before October 7th. Every day is a genocide. Every day is a day of rage. Gaza was an open air prison. It's also the most beautiful place in the world. Schrodinger's genocide. So yesterday was another iteration of that, where the Israelis went into the final city in the south of Gaza. So Rafah is the southernmost city in Gaza. The Israelis said they were starting the north and working south. They've been saying for a week or so now that, okay, the operation in Rafah is going to start because we've cleared out Khan Yunis. So last night, actually, it looks like there was an operation with the cover to rescue two hostages. So the Israelis successfully rescued two hostages in Rafah, which were being held by civilians. They're captive in a civilian house, interesting enough, where they're being sort of used as slaves by just a nice couple there. And on that, there are also Hamas targets that were struck. So Israel attacked Hamas last night. Every time Israel attacks Hamas, Al Jazeera and the United Nations, which are basically the same thing, and Hamas themselves, they get up and say a million gajillion. They take numbers and they yell them out. And this people did this, and these people died here. And listen, yes, this is a war. So wars are happening in Israel, and Israel is at war with Hamas in Gaza. And part of this war is, well, Hamas is firing rockets. Again, rockets are still being fired at Israel. They have been. Sometimes Israel's going to fire back and shoot at them. And when people are shooting each other with weapons, people die. And that is what happened. This is a war. So no, Joe Biden was not dunking on the Palestinians. And this is just, again, this is what the Israelis have been saying for a week. And yes, there are hostages and Hamas members being in Rafah, like they were there. So this is the next part of the war, and the Israelis will do what they said they're going to do, and Joe Biden will tweet out funny memes about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift occasionally.